Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for this opportunity to contribute to this very important bill, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is the core of our responsibility as a county, because we are discussing the division of revenue to the counties, and this is the budget, and this is what makes the counties work. This is what oils them. Without this oiling, there is no county function. So county is both county government and county assembly. Mr. Speaker, people have made very powerful speeches, particularly the previous speaker who has just spoken. He has spoken very passionately about his county. Mr. Speaker, I want to start by thanking the mediation committee, which worked on this budget between the Senate and the National Assembly. Mr. Speaker, the work they did was good, but not good enough. Mr. Speaker, our expectation was that this budget would be pushed to, this allocation to the counties would be pushed to 450 billion, Mr. Speaker. But however, Mr. Speaker, they have pushed up to 458, and 428, and this is an addition of 13 billion shillings over what we were allocated last year. Mr. Speaker, sir, though this is a small addition, but it is still something. It is not nothing, and we are going to make sure that next year's budget we push as much as possible. I don't understand, Mr. Speaker, why our colleagues in the National Assembly, who are also from the same counties where we come from, where this money is supposed to go, that it is a tug of war between us and them. Why should they not support monies which go to the counties? Maybe there is some other reason. I know that there are some monies which they use they are given or allocated to them to manage. Maybe that is the reason why they are so hard on the Senate. But Mr. Speaker, sir, I hope that next year God will get into their souls so that they understand the reasons why we are pushing for more money for our people in the village. Mr. Speaker, sir, people have spoken to the issues of pending bills. Mr. Speaker, this is a very, very serious issue. It is a very serious issue, Mr. Speaker, because pending bills are monies which are owed to the people who either supplied the counties or people who worked for the counties as contractors, Mr. Speaker, and they are not paid because monies are diverted to other so-called urgent issues. Because there is no incurrence of expenditure which is not budgeted for. All these issues, all these items are budgeted for, Mr. Speaker. And that budgeting means there is a budget line and there is money allocated to it. And when that money goes to the county, Mr. Speaker, that is where the problem starts. Where does that money go when it goes to the county? Where does that money disappear? Why does it not go to the intended purpose? Why does it not go to the person who supplies? Why does it not go to the person who is contracted to build? Mr. Speaker, this corruption of the highest order. and then it is thrown into a dungeon. That dungeon which is called pending bills. Pending bills is just a dungeon, Mr. Speaker, where you pile and you pile and you pile bills, thousands and billions of money, where you pile them and you forget about them. And you now even say that before I pay a pending bill, let there be a special audit so that we know exactly what was spent on those matters. Mr. Speaker, this is serious. How don't you know where it was spent when those people actually supplied you and you approved? There are people, there are orders you gave, there are contracts you entered into, and when it comes to the time of payment, you don't pay them. And you claim, Mr. Speaker, that some of them might not have been the rightfully spent because they were spent by a previous government where you were not involved, and the person who spent them was your opponent, and therefore you cannot just pay what was spent by your opponent. But, Mr. Speaker, it should be understood clearly that governments are continuous. Whether you are the one who spent them or you are not the one who spent them, you have the responsibility to pay for them. And you are accountable to them when it comes to Parliament, when it comes to the controller of budget. You have to account for what was spent by the government, and that government, whether you are the one who spent or not, is your government. It is the government of Siaya, it is the government of Kisi, whether you like it or not. So why do you want to degrade or disgrace what was spent by your brother or your opponent? What should be done? Those things you should not involve wananchi to tell them to wait because you are still auditing. Auditing what? Mr. Speaker, I wonder really why these pending bills keep on coming, and we know that the county doing business with counties has become very expensive, because you know that people, when they deal with the counties, they have to put higher price because they also borrow money from the banks, and the banks also charge them interest. So when they offer services to the counties, they have to also offer it more expensively because they know they are not going to be paid. They know they are not going to be paid immediately, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a very serious matter, and I heard Honorable Lekina suggesting amendment of some laws and so on. But let us amend, first of all, the main law, which is the County Government Act. Let us amend that County Government Act to make it a first charge on their budget when they are making any expenditure. The payment of pending bills becomes a first charge, and it is paid before any other thing is paid. Even be takes priority over salaries. Then salaries become the second, and so on. Mr. Speaker, the government, the main government, that is the law which appears, which is there, that the debt service takes precedence over any other thing. But even in the national government, they still find a way of going around and keeping pending bills and separating them from payment of debt, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I also want to say something about the equalization fund. Mr. Speaker, this equalization fund was meant to serve a few counties, which were 12 counties, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, even though they were supposed to serve these 12 counties, consideration should be taken of historical injustices. Mr. Speaker, there are some counties like mine, because we have been in the opposition for the longest time than all the others, Mr. Speaker, some of the counties around my area. Mr. Speaker, we have also been marginalized. We have been completely marginalized, and I'm happy that at least something small is coming to my county for marginalization, as a marginalized county, because truly, Mr. Speaker, it is not being given for nothing, and I must appreciate that we are also getting something small for marginalization, Mr. Speaker. This is a historical thing which happened to our counties, and I would like to appreciate that aspect. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to talk something small about my county. Mr. Speaker, my county, we get over 8 billion shillings, 8.5 billion shillings, and an equalization fund equally of close to 2 billion shillings. Mr. Speaker, it is a shame that you go to markets like Bondo, you go to markets like Siaya, you find people have downed their tools, and some of them have even poured rubbish on the roads. The roads are smelling because they have not been paid, Mr. Speaker. Where does their salary go, Mr. Speaker? Salary is a given thing. It is something which is allocated, and the monies should be available. Unless somebody is not accounting for the monies they are being given, and therefore the controller of budget is withholding the release of funds to them. That is their own shauri. They should not make the workers suffer on the ground, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I was very sad when I saw our people suffering, sometimes 3 months, 4 months, and 5 months, Mr. Speaker, not receiving their salaries. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would also like the county government. Please, please, don't deal with the employees of the county as your own employees in your own house. Don't use them for political reasons. Those are civil servants paid by the people of your county, particularly my county, Siaya. Why should you be shifting people here and there and expelling them from jobs here and there simply because they are politically not supporting your ideas? If your ideas are bad, the private views of your employees after leaving office are their own, and they are entitled. And when you say you are a Democrat and you want to be a dictator in your own county, then that's your ideal, which you are preaching to the country. You are preaching water and drinking wine. Mr. Speaker, I don't want to speak more than that. I think I have given my views on this issue of this bill of division of revenue. And Mr. Speaker, I would like to end by saying that I support the bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator.